Can I retire at 60 with $700,000 in retirement investments and retirement savings? That's what we're going to look at today on the Your Financial EKG YouTube channel. And this is going to be a two-part series. The first part today, we're going to do a simplified retirement income strategy based off a 60-year-old with $700,000 in retirement investments. And next week, we're going to do a deep dive into the same question, can I retire at 60 with $700,000 in retirement and savings? But we're going to look at it in multiple different scenarios, wondering, can I retire? So make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on both videos. So let's look at this right now. Can I retire at 60 with $700,000 in retirement investments? So I've got a 60-year-old. He's got $700,000 in retirement savings and retirement investments. His Social Security at 70 is $3,300. Now, what I didn't tell you was that this gentleman's name is Mike, and he's single. So he's going to retire at 60, and he wants to take Social Security at 70. Now, because he is single, he wants to maximize his Social Security check. He's looking at it like a pension. Because he's single, there's no other income coming in from a spouse. There's no other retirement assets coming from someone else's 401k. There's some inheritance that might come in the future, but his retirement is all on him as a single individual. So he's looking at Social Security saying, how can I turn this in to the largest pension that I can get? Do I have enough retirement investments to get me from 60 to 70 without depleting all of my retirement savings? So he would like to take Social Security at 70. That would be $3,300 per month. His retirement income need is only $3,400. So he's got to need $3,400 a month off of his retirement investments between the age 60 and age 70. Now, obviously, this $3,300 is going to have some COLA increases on it between 60 and 70. And this number right here, his retirement income need, that $3,400 in expenses, that's going to have inflation on it of 3.24%. Now, that's the 108-year average for inflation. That's what I use here at Your Financial EKG. We're always going to use the nominal inflation figure. Now, his concerns, can I retire? Do I have enough assets to retire at 60, or do I need to work a few more years before I get into retirement? His second concern is, like many of you, it's inflation. What is inflation going to do to his retirement savings and retirement investments? If he starts taking $3,400 a month off of his retirement savings, is that going to keep up with inflation? And his last concern is sequence of returns. Now, you may not have ever heard of sequence of return risk. Let me explain that for you real quick. Sequence of return risk is the risk that you go into retirement and the stock market has bad years right away. Meaning you might retire and the market might fall 10%, then it might fall 12%, then it might fall 5% in the third year, and you've got this first 3 years of retirement where your investments have basically just gone down because the market's gone down. Think about the year 2000. If you retired in 2000, you had 3 years of a bad market. So it wasn't until 2004 before the market started to come back up. And then we all know what happened in 2008. So for this gentleman, sequence of return risk is a very important risk for him to think about. It's a big concern for him. Again, single guy, Social Security and his retirement investments, he's concerned about the market. Now, on the next video, we're going to do a deeper dive into sequence of returns, and I'm going to show you how you can, based off of past historical decades, we can get more confidence in our retirement analysis. So let's go to a simple, can I retire? I'm 60 with $700,000 in retirement investments. All right, so we're looking at a 60-year-old with $700,000 in retirement investments, asking the question, can I retire? What about inflation? And what about sequence of return risk? And that's really what I want to look at today, sequence of return risk. Now remember, sequence of return risk is the risk that the market is going to go down or have bad years at the beginning of your retirement, meaning you're going to start with lower money because the retirement assets invested in the market have gone down, okay? So let's look at two scenarios. Let's look at a 6% rate of return for the next 20 years from 60 to 80, and then let's look at a 4% return between 60 and 80. Now remember, this is a simplified retirement income strategy, so I'm putting it on the board. The next video, make sure you subscribe, is going to be a more detailed sequence of return risk, looking at past decades to determine, can I retire? What about inflation? And what about sequence of return risk? What if the market goes down? Okay, so the first, 6%. So he's got $709,000 in retirement investments. His retirement income need is $3,400 per month. Now we're going to do a 6% rate of return, meaning the money that's in the market, his retirement investments are going to earn 6% a year, okay? And inflation is going to be at 3% a year. So 6% on the investments, 3% on inflation. The 3% is going to go on his retirement income. After 10 years, his $709,000 will grow to $732,762. So he's grown about what? 20-something thousand dollars, all right? Now at 70, he's going to have $732,000. Now his retirement income has 3% inflation on it. So it's grown from $3,400 a month up to $4,569. Now, but something has happened at 70 for this gentleman. He's turned on Social Security. Now, if you remember, his Social Security is $3,300 a month at 70. So we're going to plug that in, $3,300. So his retirement income need is $4,569. His Social Security is $3,300, which means off of his investments, he's going to need $1,269 per month. Now, I know some of you are going to leave comments and say, hey, Drew, you didn't put any COLA increases on Social Security. I know I didn't do it. I'm just base planning here, all right? Now, in the software, you're going to see all the COLA increases, everything that your heart desires when it comes to financial planning. But this is the board. And we're just trying to get a good idea of, can I retire? That's really all we're trying to figure out, because if we can't do it on the board, it doesn't matter how fancy our software is. We need to make sure that the math works. Math never lies, okay? Now, if you want me to do a can I retire scenario for you to see if you can retire now or later, listen, in the comment section, there's a booklet called The Roadmap to Retirement. It's a free link. Click on it, download the booklet, make sure that you read that, understand retirement income, and also select the box, yes, that I want to meet with Drew, and we can do a can I retire scenario tactically built just for you. So between 70 and 80, remember, we have a 6% rate of return and we have a 3% inflation rate on his retirement investments. $732,000 now grows to $1,125,221. So he started with $709 at 60, and over 20 years earning 6% rate of return, he's grown to $1,125,000. Okay, so that's 6%. Let's look at 4%, just 2% behind 6%. So we've got the same numbers. We're starting at $709,000, but now instead of a 6% rate of return, we're going to put a 4% rate of return on the money that's invested. So that means his investments, we have them at TD Ameritrade, that's who we use as our custodian, they're going to earn 4% a year. So low single-digit returns for his retirement investments, all right? 3% still are inflation. So from 60 to 70, taking $3,400 a month off of his investments, his $709,000 drops to $556,351. It's a $150,000 difference between 6%. Actually, it's almost a $200,000 difference in the 10-year span. But when you look at the numbers, a 2% decrease in his retirement investments rate of return is huge. Now, at 70, remember, we're going to kick on Social Security of $3,300. $4,569 is his retirement income need now. It's the same as it was at 6%, 3% inflation on his original value. But look at this. His $556 over 10 years grows to $642,000. So we made it to 70, earning 4% a year. Now we've turned on Social Security, and our assets are growing again because we've delayed Social Security for so long. So compare the numbers, 642 to 1.1 million. That's a huge difference in just 4 and 6%. So if we're doing this on the board, can I retire at 60 with $700,000 in retirement investments or retirement savings? I would say yes, but because on the board there's such a big difference between these two figures, We need to do a deeper dive, and that's going to be on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. God bless. Bye-bye.